Welcome back to what is hopefully going to be a kind of a fun video, but we have a big update to share. Now, I know this is YouTube and I'm supposed to be very clickbaity and ask questions like, are we going to quit the channel? Are we going to stop traveling forever? And kind of leave you with some big question. And no, it's nothing quite that dramatic, but it is some very big changes that we are very excited about that we're going to share with you today.
Now, as many of you know, our original plan was to take a 4-year sabbatical. Travel the world, see everything. Then we were going to go back to work so that we could change our lifestyle from being a lean fire to a full fire.
One of the best parts about travel for us is freedom. We like having the freedom to do what we want, to go where we want, to experience what we want. And one of the pieces of freedom that we really like is changing our mind. We make plans all the time. The only thing I love more than making plans is changing those plans. And we do that quite a bit, as you can probably tell if you've been following our channel as we've gone. We are going to go home now. We've decided we'll be out, I think it's about 2 years and 2 months.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to Las Vegas and kind of go back into the workforce. We're cutting the sabbatical short. Really what happened, there was a couple things that happened. One is we realized that as much as we liked pretending we were retired, we really want to just be retired.
Yeah.
And so instead of just pushing that off for another 2 years before we would have to come back, we're just going to go and get it done with. Like David said, you know, we're kind of in that lean fire area. We probably could pull it off, but we're just realizing how much more there is we want to do in the world. And so we kind of just want to fatten up our accounts and be able to have a bit more financial freedom as we move into the future. The other thing is, again, as many of you know, my mom has been traveling with us. That was supposed to be something that would be for a few months. It ended up being over a year and a half, almost 2 years, that she was with us, which was amazing. She decided to go home and spend some time with the grandkids. I kind of maintain I am her favorite child, but even I cannot compete with the grandkids. So she just went home a week ago. We were sad to see her go. And also, after 2 years of full-time travel, we're just ready to sit down for a while. We have done some pretty long-term sits. We were 2 months in Cuenca. We did 2 months in Kuala Lumpur just recently. We did 2 months there last year. We like those longer sits anyway, and I think we're just ready to sit down for a little while. And if we have to go back to work, we might as well take advantage of that and just do it right now.
So we have decided to go out with a bang. We are going to have as much fun as we can before we return to the States. Right now we are in Laos and we are having an amazing time.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We just took a 2-day slow boat from Thailand to Luang Prabang and it was amazing. We're now having a good time here. We're going to go down and see Vang Vieng and Viet Thanh before we head out. And where we're going is to the Middle East. We're flying to Muscat, Oman, spend a couple days there, then fly up to Doha, Qatar, and then we are going to board a cruise ship, and we cannot wait.
26 days, y'all.
So much fun. We are going to sail south into the Indian Ocean. We're going to hit Seychelles, Madagascar, Reunion, Mauritius. Then we're taking a back-to-back cruise, and that cruise will sail all the way around to Cape Town, South Africa.
We've got some friends also on the boat, which is going... Ooh, I can't say that. We've got some friends also on the ship, which is going to be a lot of fun.
It's also the holidays, Christmas,
yes.
New Year's is going to happen out there. So
and our anniversary, our 32nd anniversary.
Aww.
You can believe that.
It's going to be a fun cruise.
Yes.
Just know it.
Which leads me into what is going to happen with our channel. So I think what we have found with the YouTubes. So I think what we have... So with all these big changes, you might be asking, what are we going to do with the channel? Are we going to shut it down? Are we going to give it all up? And the answer is no. We love making these YouTube videos. Maybe we are just kind of crazy, and I suspect that we are, but I really like the creative process of doing videos. We're still having a lot of fun, so we're going to keep it up. And the cruise is something we're really excited to talk about. I think this is an unusual itinerary. I know Norwegian, who we're sailing with, has canceled all of their African cruises after this season because there's a lot of challenges that go with cruising in this area of the world. Ports change. We've already had ports changed on our itinerary. There's rumors that there might be more changes coming, which is disappointing, but it's also just part of the territory with going to places in the world that don't get a lot of cruise traffic. They're just not used to it. And so we are looking forward to seeing whatever it is that we're going to get to see and having that experience. And we're going to share that with you with all the ups and downs and challenges and adventures and however that turns out. I think going forward, we still have a lot to share. Like, I don't know if you guys really understand how much time we spend on making these videos, and we have a lot of content that we haven't talked about yet.
A lot.
We just can't keep up, but we still haven't told you anything about Ecuador. We haven't told you anything about Montenegro or, a lot of these things that we've done, France, Croatia. We have a lot of topics that we still want to cover. And then moving forward, there's still stuff to talk about being like a nomad, about preparing that, about being fire and what that means and what it looks like. So we have plenty of topics to cover to keep this channel going no matter how long we end up having to stay at home before we start traveling again. I am not worried about that. We're going to be here for you. I guess one of the questions I do have for you though is knowing that there are going to be some changes and we might look into changing some of the tone of the channel or however that works. What would you like to see from us? Are there any topics that you would specifically like us to address? Whether it's, practical stuff like eSIMs or bank accounts, or is it destinations you're most interested in? Or, I don't know, getting just mentally prepared for what it's like being a nomad, because it is very different from being at home. We are very curious about what you think and what you might be interested. Please leave a comment down below and let us know what you're interested in so that we can help design this channel for you. For those of you who have been with us, thank you so much. It has been an honor as we've watched this channel grow. We started getting recognized. We just got recognized on the boat in the Mekong. Hi, Mayor. And it's just kind of funny to us that, you guys are out there and you might run into us and say hi, which has been really, really fun. Thank you to those of you who have, gone to buymeacoffee.com and supported us that way, or used our referral codes, or who like and comment and subscribe to our videos. Thank you very, very much for your support. We could not do this without you, and we really, really appreciate it. Now, just one last thing before we go is I do want to mention, as we are filming this now in the middle of December, we're getting into the holidays, and then we're getting on this cruise ship. We might have a couple of weeks where we don't have a video. Because we've been moving kind of fast, we haven't had time to pre-produce videos to last through the length of the cruise. We used a company called GigSky to get some data while we were out on the ship. It's supposed to work out while we're out at sea. I'm very excited to try it out. However, we don't have enough data to be able to be uploading videos. So we're probably going to have a couple of dark weeks, but we will be back in the new year and we will be going on from there. Thank you again for your support. We will see you in the new year.
Today and not tomorrow.